こんやな. Hey guys, hello. Wow, a lot of people at the start. Hi. Joker, Void, Da, Pancake, the Star, Jinx, Star. Should I just call you Star or Jinx? Making Iris Bear keychain. Oh, so cute. When the menu theme hits, yeah. Hello. How is everyone doing? Having a good day so far? I'm so excited. We're gonna start case 5. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like really, really interesting since it's the last one for this game. So you're making Iris Loli fan art. Okay, you do you. Good you. I'm doing good. Having a good day. I saw wait. Oh, sorry. I thought it was disconnecting for a second again. But yeah, case 5 is 5 minutes long. Sure, okay, this will be a short stream then. So many people became interested in law thanks to this game. I mean, honestly, I like thought about it for like 5 seconds when I was a youngster and I played the first Ace Attorney game. I was like, is this what being a lawyer's like? Maybe I could do it. But I gave up on that pretty quickly when I realized how much stuff you have to like learn and go through to take the bar exam and stuff. Case 3 game 2. I'll get there eventually. Ayana used this game to get away with Tofu's murder? No! Enough with Tofu's murder. Tofu was not murdered, by me at least. But yeah, let's get started. Yeah, courtrooms don't have awesome soundtrack blaring at all times. Ooh, Hound of the Baskervilles. This is a good case in the original books. Welcome back, Star.
私は霧のまとわりつく拳銃の撃鉄を起こして息を潜めて待った。永遠とも思える静寂。そしてその瞬間は突然訪れた。霧の中から見たこともない巨大な獣が私の目の前に踊り出たのだ。それは確かに犬だった。しかし明らかに尋常ではなかった。目はこうこうと燃え上がり、猛牛ほどもある体躯に獰猛な青白い炎をまとっている。血を這うような息遣いとうなり声、私はあまりの恐怖に震え上がった。見たまえワトソン。ホームズは魔獣を見据えて言い放った。こいつこそ。
Yeah, Japanese narration. I set the dialogue to Japanese. Must be the one where Herlock gets his spine broken in 52 places. What? Why? Oh hey, Senator Stephen Armstrong. Found your channel because of your Metal Gear Rising streams. Glad to catch up in one of your streams. Welcome! Thanks for watching something that's not Metal Gear Rising. Gonna do Nosuke too. Aww. A little keychain. That sounds cute. Ayana weeb? Look who's talking. Look who's watching the weeb. Okay, in that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country, and in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. Yeah, we won. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court. Which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. Your little office in Sholm's house, Sholm's attic. Until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. Watching the weave, so I'm only a second-hand weeb. Is that how it works? Oh, I also just realized my ahoge was cut off a little bit. There. There we go. Okay, we're good to go now. That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. What? Susato-san? Yes! Is it time to leave for court already? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. Oh, what a good girl. So shall we go down to Mr. Scholz's suite? Yes. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She does, doesn't she? And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. Let me see, what case is it today? Here we go again. Ooh, okay. So it's just talk and walk time. Did you see that tell you who you are based on your favorite Ace Attorney character? Yeah, the thing that Daw posted. That was really funny. And a little too accurate. The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about. She's lying about her notebook. That thing is actually just a collection of BL. Susato, too. Sorry, but you're not going to get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Favorite character was Maya. I'm based. I don't make the rules. Maya's pretty great, though. Ooh, what's Susato hiding? Don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright, I understand. Soseki-san. I suppose Soseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. Poor guy. Ooh, Ace Attorney games, $5 on 3DS eShop. Wait, really? Is Spirit of Justice on there too? Because I need to play that. But I don't know how to stream from my 3DS though. I was just wondering what might have become of Soseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all. You mean as regards Lord Van Zeeks, the Reaper? That Yes, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. Yeah, there's no physical versions. I'm so annoyed. What is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? The fire. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. That's why Da isn't married to you, Joe. Ooh. Drama. The curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps? Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Apparently, Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Whoa. Oh? Yes, since Soseki-san's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. He's a sore loser. We beat him so hard he retired. Just like before when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So it's just been me who's had to face him in his recent spate of trials then? Ugh, just my luck. I wonder if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. That's it? Wait, no. I didn't mean to press it. I keep getting my buttons mixed up again after playing Metal Gear Rising, where I had to, like, use my Switch controller. I got confused. You have this poster of him doing the leg slam? That's amazing. Oh wait, what can I present? Do I have anything? No. Or actually, what happens if I present that? I've never done that before. Oh, I've never actually examined this either. My two waifus are on the screen. Tofu and Susato? Why is Tofu your waifu? Scales of justice. Okay, let's just move. Or wait, I want to examine first. I want to examine the room. This is Sholmes' house. What should I examine first? It's spring at last, and the weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle. It's so aesthetic. Oh, would you like some tea, Naruhodo-san? Thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes me from time to time in Iris's unique herbal infusions, this place is paradise for a true tea lover. Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think? Green tea... Find his dirty secrets. stands against tyranny, injustice, and casual murder. All the things that you represent. What do you mean? Oh, turn the badge. It said someone's name. Kazuma! The lawyer's name is embroidered on the inside here. Look. We stole his identity. This was his band, of course. He had his heart set on this study tour in Great Britain. I'm sure he would have found the truth he longed for here. But he lost his life before he even had the chance to see the place. I have such a strong sense of his hopes and dreams when I look at this armband, though. Aww. Killed by Jack the Ripper. I thought the headcanon was that he became Jack the Ripper. I've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already. A little? You could tidy up once in a while. Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying up is time you can't devote to the same cause. And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be better spent on some simple housework. Housewife, Susato. Armband's colors actually match your outfit. They do! Someone should make an asset and then I can put it on my arm. Ryunosuke became Jetstream Sam, Susato became a Sundowner. Why is there a shovel? That spade has been in here since we started renting the place. Oh, that's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel. Is this like the new step ladder thing for this game? Shovel versus spade. No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade. No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel. I don't want to dig a hole for myself, so let's leave it. Make your own lazy ghost? What? Maybe I will. Step ladder versus ladder. Shovel Knight? Maybe I should play Shovel Knight. Anything else suspicious? Oh, tea set? This is the tea set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter. What kind of Japanese person? You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you screw up your face so. Ooh, what's this? Ah, this must be the telegram. Oh, okay. Ah! No, you mustn't look at that! Not under any circumstances! Alright, I won't. I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san, but you can be very mischievous at times. Mischievous. Then put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. Yeah, why are you leaving it out there in the open if you don't want me to examine it? What is this? Is this a bunch of garlic? Or like mushrooms or something? Or onions? Is this to ward off Van Zeeks? Keep the vampires away. Apparently Frederick the Great made coffee with champagne and mustard powder. Ew! Everything from Susato would taste sweet. Eyeballs! Those aren't eyeballs! Oh, aquarium. Rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well. And the anemone... Anemones. I hate that word. It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness. Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? Wonder Ayana's co-workers looked at Ayana when she was jamming to MGR at work. Nah. Can't know for sure those could totes be eyeballs. How are these eyeballs? What keychain you want me to do? Have you done Sholmes yet? You should do Sholmes. Do you know, I've never seen inside your room there, Susato-san. I've never even peeped inside. I should think so too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Whatever you say, young maiden. Okay, is that it? Did I get everything? I think so. Sholmes DLC flows so good. Okay, let's move. Ooh, okay, let's go to Sholmes. This is sweet. Let's find Sholmes. He better be home. Plus, I didn't get to examine this room last time because I forgot to. Morning, Bruno. Morning, Susie. He's so cute. Good morning, Iris. What is this violin? Is Sholmes playing it in the background? Or is it Iris? Iris? What is it, Runo? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. Yes, you noticed that, did you? Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems. Classic. Oh! Hello. Play Freebird. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. His face. A good morning to die, perhaps. Oh my god, he looks great. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence! That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me. If it's not too much trouble. He's so emo. Man, can't wait for Ayana's Baka Mitai cover ×10. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm sure you guys will be sick of that song by the end of that too. Ah, cat! Kitty! Oh look, it's Wagahai. Wagahai? Good morning, boy. That must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. But how did it get there? What do you mean, how did it get there? The hole? Or the cat? Shop will be Vicky shopping at Etsy. Oh, okay. Get some Ace Attorney merch. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris. Dame Ayana. Those are some good song lyrics. It would indeed be a fine day to die. Ah, I knew something looked different. Huh? Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Let's talk to wanting to die. By the way, your preview was fire. Thanks! I was practicing and I need to learn the lyrics and the chords. The chords are actually kind of hard, so expect me to mess up a lot on Sunday. But yeah. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its mellissonant tones would make flowers bloom. It would? I love his hair, like, without the hat. It's so poofy. But now the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? For hours I have bowed, for days even. Through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. He has music block. Unhappy because you know he didn't sleep with him. Oh, hi, Icy! Welcome! First time catching your stream. Thanks for coming to... Thanks for watching. He's crying! That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever! No more recitals of unbridled emotion. Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, the next day unmercifully withdraw it. Oh, dear. Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the violin from me, what is left, for pity's sake? What is left? He's so overdramatic, I love it. Deduction perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but... your desk looks rather empty today. Ah, well done, Mitsu Sato. Your observational skills do you credit. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, they pale into insignificance when compared to yours. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? You mean Hurley's great analytoscope? That's at Windibank's now. Windibank? Sorry, it's at a windy bank? No, Windibank's the pawnbrokery. Pawn what? You mean you've pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see, quite undeservingly. But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. Shelves versus Van Zeeks over who can be more extra. Obviously Von Karma. Yeah, Von Karma is pretty extra. Wait, Susato, don't give your money to him! I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you. No! Susato. Dear madam, things are far from desperate. But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine! How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbrokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh, what's to understand exactly? Huh? How pawnbroking works. What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks. Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week. And then on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. I had no idea! This has been a fascinating lesson for us. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. I feel like his dialogue is like, they made the pace slower to fit how depressed he is. It's really funny. Oh, how ingenious. So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windybanks, you see? A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain? Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. So angsty. Oh, hey, Alex, welcome. Miles Edgeworth is 2 times the fatherless? What? Okay, let's examine now. Let's do this side first. So much science stuff. Look at Mr. Sholmes' desk, it's completely clear. Isn't that enormous machine usually on? Oh yeah, we already got through the dialogue talking about that. Next time we're invited, we may find he's vacated the entire suite. That's scarily plausible, actually. Examine Iris? Okay. I'm pretty sure when you, like, examine people, you can just, like, talk to them. There's all sorts on these shelves. Chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all heaped up so high, I can't help feeling that the whole lot is going to topple at any moment. Oh, it's such a charmingly untidy collection of paraphernalia, isn't it? I can't pronounce things today. Yeah, Sholmes having bad days like Sherlock. His stepdad killed his real dad and stepdad got in jail. Yeah, I know! I've played the original games. But you, Mr. Naruhodo, must learn to tidy up after yourself. No favoritism there, then. Yeah, Sholmes is allowed to be messy. Okay, I guess that's it for that side. Okay, let's talk to Iris. Wagahai. No, don't worry about it. Sorry, you don't have to say sorry. Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into his new home then. Oh yes, and I've become very attached to little Waggy. Waggy. It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures, their mews as empty as the hearts of the muses. If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place. I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience. Wait, then how did the cat get there? Or, oh, I guess he found the cat in London. Didn't bring it from Japan. And for good reason, terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Well, I don't mind because Waggy is adorable. He's so cute. Yes, he really is. Oh yes, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from? Oh, you noticed? You are observant, Bruno. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention. What? A thing to cut holes in doors? I call it the cat flapomat. Gosh! A machine for making doors just for cats? Are we gonna use this later to like break in somewhere? I feel like it's gonna come back later. That's right, it can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. And it can do it in any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. Even steel enforced, like, metal doors. Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? Well, yes, maybe. But now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door of our office upstairs, Iris. Why? She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Metal doors or metal gears? Oh! You know Vera for Apollo Games? Vera? Wagai? What's happening? What was that? Oh no! Wagai's tangled up in your violin. Oh my god, that's the sound that we saw last, or that we heard last time from the extra sounds in the extras. It's so funny. Yeah, Apollo Justice. Yeah, what about Vera? Tofu, turn off my BL inhibitors. I think he thinks it's a toy. No, what's he doing to it? What is he doing to it? Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes' precious violin. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. Someone said that she's annoying. Why? I mean, I feel like all Ace Attorney characters are technically really annoying, but like in a good way. Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley? Out of the cat's reach, if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Okay, Jaw, see you later. Have a good sleep. Bye. Wait, can we talk to him more? Oh, no, okay. So... examine... Oh, there it is, okay. But it doesn't look damaged at all. So this is the violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. How honorable of you. Oh god, what are we gonna do without Dono? He knows the answers. I can figure out answers sometimes. We'll figure it out. Or I'll just save and keep trying. That's the ultimate Ace Attorney strategy. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there reason to live in a world devoid of music? To tolerate this blanched existence? No! There is none! Mr. Sholmes. What, dear madam, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? Have game facts open. Pro gamer guide. That's the last resort. What do you mean, Miss Susato? Oh, Susie's right. Yes, the tone of the wood is completely different. What? And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? The ultimate move is save and load. Yeah. That's my strategy. I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then what? What? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. Oh! What? 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 How did he not know that? You're right. You're quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what? Pray is this piece of stringed flotsam? That's why he was playing it badly, because he didn't even realize it was like a different instrument. I thought he had deduction skills. Not your faithful performing partner, then? Yeah, how can he not know? Ah, I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? This is just a simple mix-up. Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what's happened if we ask her. Oh, is she gonna do a deduction? Oh wait, I can examine the fire. back. What did I miss? You missed Sholmes realizing that his violin was a viola. This whole time. Wait, what? Why did I get an achievement for that? Photographic print of a lady? Wait, what? Okay. Mix-up. What did you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windibanks until last week. At the pawnbrokers? Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. There's a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth? What, did he think it would evolve into, like, a cello? Oh, what a wonderful idea! Last week I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Windibank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. A fiddle's a whole different instrument. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw! A fine state of affairs this is, and why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker. They will try to fiddle you every time. Earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbrokery as an extremely secure vault. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect. Pressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced? By the way, if the stream is Tuesday day, I can't join school. No worries. I always stream Ace Attorney on Thursdays, so yeah. But I do stream on Tuesdays, but I'll stream other games on Tuesdays and Sundays. But Thursdays is Ace Attorney days until I finish this case, and then we're switching to another game. But I'll come back to the second game after. Precisely, Miss Susato, without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. Was he even eating this whole time? We didn't see the food. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg ever more obtusely? Like that they try to make a reference to Sherlock's being a good boxer, but he looks dumb as his parody. Yeah, he just looks really dumb when he's pretending to box. I need the Great Ace Attorney to Friday. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll do Friday streams sometimes. As it happens, I am rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker's looks like. But yeah, generally, so far I've just been doing Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. But... oh wait, new location. But I could always swap around days. I've swapped like my Sunday stream for Saturday sometimes, so if there's a day that works better, can totally do Friday. Wait, should I go to the Brokery or Baker Street first? Guess I'll just go to the Brokers. Sorry, you just want to see the stream? No worries, I want you to see the stream too! But yeah, if not, like, the archives are always up too, so you'll know where I've played up to at least. Wow, this looks cool. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before. Oh my god, look at those dolls in the corner. This is so creepy. Ah, Susato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? Wait till you play Metal Gear, then there will be streams from Monday to Sunday. I'll get that addicted to it. Yeah, I'll need to figure out when to do that, because I also need to figure out how to set up like an emulator, or like how to even get the games, like the older ones. Oh yes, I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me. Ah, he's back in his his OG outfit. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes! We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes. Ooh. Windabank. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, sir, welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yes, we are potential customers after all. Oh, hey, Vucci! Back from the Milk and Six? Wow, you came back! How are you? Hello? Yeah, and DLC outfit. I think I still have to unlock the other outfits, because you don't unlock all of them until after you play both games. Come, the fight is afoot! This guy! I like his bow tie. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. Why is he saying it like that? I'm good and been AWOL because IRL busy. Now I'm slowly trying to catch up on some streams. Well, welcome back! Yeah, totally, like, life gets busy. Totally understandable. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windabank. You have to play Great Ace Attorney 2 to use the DLC outfits? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I need to finish both games. But that's okay, I like his outfits here already, too. But yeah, thanks for coming back to watch some streams! Like, even I can't keep up with other people's streams now that I started streaming. Like, streaming takes up my time to watch other people's streams. That's something I didn't take into account when I started. How utterly unforgivable of me! An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker! There's only one way to make amends. Oh, he ran! Whoa! What? What? Whoa! Stop! No! I shall have to take my own life. I don't think that will be necessary, do you? Do you? No, don't do it! If I may just say one thing before I pop up. Yes? It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, "Ah, here it is!" You did? Thought this was a rated G game. Yeah, what the heck? Imagine that guy charging to you on the streets. Oh no. That Alex Jones meme. I ran. And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. Oh no! No! Stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Phew. It would appear that the fight is over. Take his gun away. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windibank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? Haha, I do believe you may be right, sir. Ahahaha. Know the song for Rob Cantor? Which song? You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. Oh, peculiar items? In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Herlock Sholmes or some such. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I have yet to read, you mean? Ah! Forgive me! Wait! Before you die! You must tell me more! Give us the deets before you blow your brains. I must know more! Tell me everything! Wow, Susato-san is really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Windibank. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir, not a farthing more. It houses something of very great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I beg your pardon? A manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. Yeah, before you die, not even stopping the guy. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings. Securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you, on my life. Dude, stop pointing the gun at your head. This is all very strange. I wonder, could I ask you something? Ah, a gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6p for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Aha, but for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic. Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? Don't sell your clothes, Susato. How interesting. Susato. Oh, something for Herlock I have not read? Die, I need to read it! Not gonna lie, Windiford looks like that Gingers Have Souls guy from way back in old YouTube. He is the Gingers Have Souls guy. Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokeries are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure stowage. Stowage. I know that's actually a word, but it just sounds like storage, but like ooh. Stowage. Oh, you got two months of secure storage? If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. But what happens if they don't pay you the money? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then? That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all! The very idea, Mr. Windibank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually, says the man who is telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning. Angsty Sholmes. And let us not forget that I've already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device which Mr. Windibank has installed here in his shop. A device? Yeah, well, he kind of failed right now. He did fail. I call it the red-handed recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windibank? What was that deep sigh about? Red-handed recorder. What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are two just below the ceiling. Oh. I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here, I have an example I can show you. Ah yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. Wow, that's pretty advanced technology for like 1900s. Really? That's extraordinary. Also, that dog photo looks really realistic. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look. My brain is not what? My brainless goodbye? What? Is your brain okay, Star? So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. But did you say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madam. And what if the incident were to occur in between times? One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windibank? Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one, but 2 cameras in my shop after all. Oh, hey, Wonder! Welcome! Star is losing it. Yes, yeah, you're fine, okay? Are you okay? Which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery, no? My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heaven help us! Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Oh, the very thing! Thank you, Mr. Windibank. Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you try to pop, Yeah, isn't it cheaper to get a guard? You would think so. Because if anything were to happen to one of them... This would be the only answer! Stop! Stop doing that! That is not the only answer! I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not! Sorry? I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. Oh no! Oh, okay, see you, Joker. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windibank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at last. Yay! Okay, time to examine some stuff. We haven't even gotten to, like, a case yet. We've just been, like, following Sholmes around. Do it, I double dare you. Yeah, bullets can go through you and hurt others. That's true. That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country? Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen a while? Music! Music time. Ah, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels. I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There's a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness! What a simply delightful machine! Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Gramophone. Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace. I thought it was gonna, like, play a clue or something. Like, something was gonna interrupt the music and it would be a clue. But it was just a normal track. Like Miles' dad. A shot rings out. Musical boxes for a marvel. R.I.P. Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there. And the gun. Mr. Windibank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. This revolver here. That he's not holding to his head anymore. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Windibank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed belying his portly size. But would he shoot us or himself? Oh, you don't mean he'd... blow his brains out. Indeed, in recompense for his blunder. Yeah, he wouldn't even shoot the thief. He would just shoot himself for not being able to stop the thief. Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? This guy. He really wants to die. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room, where Mr. Windabank keeps articles that are currently in pawn. Ah, I see. There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommend it or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Windabank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot which he slides under his pillow. How on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder! And the prime suspect if this pawnbrokery is ever burgled. The faster shooter in London has its disadvantages. Oh, we can't examine... Oh, some hats. What an assortment of things there are on these shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks and watches, almost anything you care to imagine. Those are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn, or colloquially pop, an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Does he put the gun under his pillow? I think that's what they were saying. Which isn't a very safe practice for someone that wants to blow his brains out all the time. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. Why does he keep wanting... Why does everyone want Ryunosuke to sell his clothes? My treasured university uniform? Never! It embodies my student spirit! Now what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have two little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope. A stereo... Fascinating! It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to! Excuse me a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. Only Kazuma had the honor. Yeah, he did. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright, then I'm gonna try it. Mr. Naruhodo, you must see at once! Oh, alright then. So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. Huh? What the? Huh? I don't believe it! It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Okay, see you, Alex. Have a good dinner. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic? It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well... Oh, whoops. Far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Oh. Three globes of gold. Is that some sort of charm? Dear me, have you not seen that sign before? No, never. The three golden balls are, in Great Britain at least, the universal sign of a pawnbrokery. There are more than 700 such establishments in the capital, all showing the same sign. Oh, I see. I had not imagined your ignorance was so profound. Oh, well, what is the significance of the three golden balls then? Does it have some special meaning? That is entirely unimportant here, dear madam. Irrelevant, even. You mean you don't know? They give Cosima flashbacks and I cried. Yeah, all the Cosima flashbacks. Let's look at today's date. April 15th. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th April, today's date. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windibank. And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period is passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say. Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. Yeah, no duh, it says the date. Is this everything? Did I get everything? Oh wait, no, there's... Oh, there's... Look at this! Whatever could it be used for? I have no idea. Ah. Huh? There's a small catch just here, look. We're going to open it, aren't we? Oh my, that's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism. Which we'll never manage to put back to the way it was before. What are you two doing? What, us? Nothing, no, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. Feels like I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair and you know it. The article's barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot offer more. Oh yeah, Vucci! I remember you mentioned that you were gonna play the Ace Attorney games. That's so cool. Oh, it's Gina? Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it? I've seen all I need to see, young girl. Hey! It is her. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh, hey, Kevin! Been an hour already, haven't wrote a comment. That's okay! I don't mind. Lurkers are welcome. Always welcome. Happy to see you again. I was watching your stream in silent. Yeah, don't worry. Thanks for watching. Objection. Yeah, still need to finish it. They're really long games, so I don't blame you. Oh yes, it's the young lady from Mr. McGilded's trial 2 months ago. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. Yeah, I lurk when I do my homework. Yeah, do your homework. I can just be your background noise. It's totally cool. You just did Apollo and Phoenix, right? Gordon Bennett! You what? Who's Gordon Bennett? Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well. Why is she loading her smoke gun? What, you remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us. Nothing to eat. Come to pop that black weasel, sorry, coat, have ya? What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? I guess that does look kind of weird though, like walking around in London with like a Japanese uniform. Need some midnight snack? Yeah, go get your snacks. Ah, good day, unless I'm much mistaken. You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah, Mr. Sholmes! So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Windibank on your behalf. Pull the other one! I don't need no help from some stuck-up D? Stuck-up D. Get out of my business! Go on, or I'll make trouble for you. As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. Okay, bye. He's really done it. He's gone. Wait, don't don't leave us. Shelves. I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here. What is that thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? Ooh, you got food? Cool. What kind of food did you get? What kind of snacks does everyone have? And you! Go on, leave me alone! Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. Susato-san can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. I don't know how to do what kind of accent she has. I can't do accents. Banana and Tinky? What's... Mango slush and small bowl of rice? Ooh, mango slush! Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. Yeah, well, I am, alright. I'm a Londoner just like everyone else. That's that a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it in the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruhodo? Alright then, I'm just going to come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how best to answer that, really. Suppose sometimes. Can't open this damn thingy. Are you are you trying to type Twinkie? Is that what you have? Banana and Twinkie? That reminds me of like Tokyo Banana. Those are basically like banana flavored Twinkies. You did it! Yay! Congrats! Congrats on opening it. But not this time, alright? I swear, that thing belongs to me! The disc that Mr. Windibank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this. Alright. We still don't even have a case yet. We're just like going around talking to people. This is gonna be long. Mr. Windibank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface. Didn't we just like listen to the music thing and then like he explained it? Ah, this is a music disc, you see, for use inside a music box. I only got corn soup. Ooh, corn soup sounds good too, though. Like corn potage soup. I really like that. In a music box? Yeah, it is the last case. Yeah, last case has got to be the longest and most complicated. What, you don't even know what a music box is? Disc, you Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before. The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays. It's so incredible! Tell us, what tune is on this disc? Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There's so many different types of music box, you see. British-made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Gotta put some laogama in that corn soup? What is that? Ah, I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a packet of lies! He told me he did! He said it was... well... He? Who? Never you mind, it just ain't right, that's all. That disc's worth good money, I know it is. Just ate pure unadulterated beef soup? Oh, it's Chinese chili sauce? Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, this is beef soup, beef broth. Well then, you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? Ah! Okay, Gina. Oh, whoops. Just got the thing of strawberries. Ooh, strawberries. She's been in here before, of course, this little tatterdemalion. And brought some dubious article or other with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc she brought in today? Well, if only it were that simple. Sorry, what do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. Ah, a storage ticket. So... Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs storing. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. As she gave me the ticket for it and we paid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windibank. The little scamp is wearing it, ma'am. What? Oh. It's the overcoat that she redeemed. Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So what about the disc then? How does that come into all this? Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree a price. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you say. For this heavy black coat which you returned to her care, as I'd understood it. That's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as that little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? Ah, I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am. Aren't those... Well, I guess it depends on the size of the music box, but wouldn't that be, like, really big to fit in a pocket? And she immediately tried to pawn it for quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up! I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me, old man! Oh, me old man. I thought she was calling him an old man. Me old man's, ain't it? Get scared for a toaster being done, the dang. Don't get scared by your toaster. Beef brisket gets boiled on a pressure cooker, onion and salt. Eat the meat with the soup. That sounds really good, beef brisket. Is it? Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Out of my way, please. Oh! Someone new. Who's this picture postcard English gentleman? Wow. Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen. I can't decide if he looks hot or creepy. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. Oh hi, Ace Attorney and Weather News fan. Welcome, hello. Now that's a handsome looking 2D Ike man. He looks kind of scary. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Oh, hey, Robin! If only there was a word that meant both hot and creepy. Yeah! It's gotta be a word for that. But yeah, welcome, Robin! How are you? How's your week been going since last time? Who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? Wow. You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker! Yes, sir? I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Busy with work. Aww. 4:37 a.m.? Wow! Why are you awake? Bye, going to sleep soon? Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good sleep. Bye. Man, I wonder if I stream at like a really bad time for everyone. I'm so sorry if anyone loses sleep over this. Like, don't lose sleep. Go to sleep. It's okay. The archive will be here. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say... he has weird poses too. Any music box discs too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. Yeah, DSTV screwing up them sleep schedules. Yeah, freaking daylight savings. Messing everything up. It was so annoying. You're working now, so it's fine. Well, thanks for watching while you're working. Oops. This is a very awkward situation. Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Is this the case? Did the case start? Yeah, 3 days until DSC. You know, in North America, they voted to pass a bill to make DSC permanent. Everyone, it's so dumb because like everyone agrees that it's like a dumb thing, but people just legislation. I'm pretty sure like majority of people, like when they poll people, it's like 90% of everyone says we should just keep the time. But no. This is why we can't get anything done. I swear on my life, I never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business. When this little gutterling ran into me, I knew at once what had happened. Yeah, they stole 1 hour from me. Yeah, to save energy. Totally, it messed with my sleep schedule too. I was like, what is happening? Why is it already like bright out? It's a state thing. Wait, really? Arizona doesn't do it? Really? I didn't know that. How did Arizona get away with that? This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these back slum scoundrels. Yeah, that explains why the stream starts at 9 p.m. instead of the accustomed 10 p.m. Yeah, I hope that didn't like throw anyone off too much. I'm sure like for some people it's probably better, and then for other people it's worse for starting earlier, but it is what it is. But yeah, at least like the YouTube waiting rooms, it'll have the correct time, so I don't have to like calculate the time zones for everyone. Maybe Arizona is always bright. It's a nightmare. It could be. I've been to Arizona. It's very, very sunny there. Just look at this dandy cove. And you think I'm the dodgy one? That's fair. He looks very dodgy. I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. This game must take place long ago in the past. Yeah. So, I think it's like 1900s. That's what we said before. And it's basically Naruhodo, his like great. Would that be his grandpa or his great-grandfather? What year does Ace Attorney take place? That would just be like 2000s? So that would be like probably grandpa? UTC 0 time zone. That's why it's 5 a.m. for you. I'm so sorry. Did you just wake up, or have you been staying up this whole time until 5 a.m.? You knew it was this game. You used your deduction skills. Good job. Oops. Phoenix's preset day is 2016, and he's 24 in 2016. Oh, okay. So then... I guess it depends whenever Ryunosuke decided to have kids. Now 4:44 a.m. Oh no! Get some sleep if you need to. Evidence that the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman. Wait, do I even have anything? I don't even have anything in the court record. But we're not even in court, so... Of course, we need only consult Mr. Windibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant! I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh! I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's... Professor. Is the pose part of the code? You gotta do the pose as part of the password. Oh, hi! Lulz time. Hello! Ace Attorney Wiki does a good job laying out a timeline. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I've always been curious about, like, the actual timeline. Gives all new meaning to the phrase interpretive dance. Yeah. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt. A watchword? Interesting. Watchwords. If you're wondering what part of the UTC 0 time zone, it's the UK. Oh! 5 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, I think UK and like PST are never, that's like the worst matchup for like trying to align time zones. Oh no, Joe! Office internet actually dying, so can't chat much. No worries! Thanks for having my stream on during work. I hope you don't get in trouble. I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers... He's back! He came back! There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. Zero's the prime meridian. Invite your boss. Don't jinx it. All them trees blocking out the Wi-Fi. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. Can't forget the funny pose. You have to do the funny pose, too. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article? That's right, sir, yes. Just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you require already. But for the avoidance of doubt, article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on 15th February. With the watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Actually, his name is Phoenix, right? Wait, did I like say something else earlier? It's 4:50 a.m. Dude, do you need to sleep? Go sleep if you need to. Can we talk to him? Oh, okay. Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. What the I want to see that again. Its inhabitants live on some fiery brown-colored soup dressed up with exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. What was that theatrical just theatrical gesticulation about? That K-pop move. Oh my god, is it Moriarty? Mames Joriarty. That guy's fabulous. He is fabulous. Perhaps, anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes, I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. Love how they lampshaded his epic move. He does look like a Moriarty, yeah. Blonde hair, deaf Joriarty. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. Lead singer of a boy band. What? My name is Benedict. Yes, Eggert. Eggert Benedict. That's so great. Enchanté. Wait, he's French? Eggert. Eggert Benedict. The egg haunts you. Yeah, like eggs again. All those eggs you murdered. His boy band's name is the Breakfast Boys. That's a perfect name. That name is suspicious. Now to the matter at hand. I hate the way he moves. My overcoat, return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off. What's next? Weef Bellington? Sounds like an excellent concern. A. Can't believe this takes place in JoJo Part 69. New York. Grr. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Same girl, same. Yeah, that was a police reference. Every step you take. Oh, he got his coat back. So let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Eggert. Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. Ricardo, that buff naked guy that waved his arms around? What? Do I want to know? Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir, here's the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Another disc? Oh, oh dear. Is he gonna get his gun out again? I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. He's assuming his final form, Giga Chad. My prof asked me to answer for a recitation, and I think my prof and my classmates heard your stream. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't get in trouble. I'll answer for you. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Say goodbye to style. Hey Pi, welcome. Wait a minute, that disc is mine. They're fighting. Quick, say something educational. What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? Eggert Benedict is educational, right? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh my, yes, there's blood on the disc. Oh my god. It's because of all those sharp little bumps. Oh, hey Quad. Who's the chap with the fine white hat? It's Eggert Benedict. Little tramp, that ain't educational. I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So you're not having it. Oi, you take it. Me? If I hang on to it, they'll have it off me again, so you keep hold of it. Miss Lestrade, why is this disc so important to her? Read that as blood on the no, Fucci! That would be a very different story. Yeah, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. There you go. You there, in the black livery? Hand that disc to me at once, please. No, don't! He's lying! Grown-ups are all liars! What do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? We're not even solving court cases anymore. It's just like pickpocketing disputes. Wait, what can I do? I just talk to all of them again, I guess? Okay, let's talk to Eggert. Look at those piercing eyes. Piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. It's her ASMR Ikemen boyfriend sleeping in bed with you experience. The tiny plastic bits on the end of shoelaces are called aglets. Oh! I did learn something today. Oh, that's what's on the disc, Fucci. It's the ASMR. That checks out. We have to do something quickly before this mysterious gentleman leaves to fetch the police or something. What can we do? Wait, is Sholm still there? He is! Wait, can we talk to him? Is the Ace Attorney focused on being a liar or a detective? Yeah. For this game, it seems like detective's more important. What are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel iced tea. Huh? Oh? So... You found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. What? Sorry. After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. What do you... He was lurking in broad daylight. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. Did that look like the jovial atmosphere of fellowship? I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. Why is he so emo today? So feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left. That's the only friend you have left? Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then... why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. What is with him today? He's so angsty. This is what happens when you dismiss your degenerate audience. Is this how you guys all act too? So lonely, so desperately lonely. Sholm's gonna start wearing I love boobies bracelets and listen to Panic at the Disco with his fishnet sleeves. Yeah, this game is wild. He can devour me any day. Damn. You really were sad, weren't you? Aww. Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized, how much could I pawn it for? It seems Mr. Sholmes has had another of his flashes of inspiration. Yes, you're right. I'm currently in the basement with Cheeto Fingertips, who's super lonely with no one. Oh no, not the Cheeto Fingertips. At least you can wash it down with your mango slush and rice. Who knows if it will help to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? What if we leave it? What if we're like, nah, I don't want to hear your deduction, Sholmes. 5:04 a.m. now. Oh no! Go to bed if you need to. Not a genius, but a great delusional guy. Sholmes wants to be a YouTuber. You're right, thank you. You're better at this than me. You're welcome. Dono Walls Sholmes. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Tisk! Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help, straight away, not an hour later. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Eggert Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Yeah, I can't read that name with a straight face. Me neither. Gotta throw that slight shade to mess with ya. Well, it seems once he goes into deduction mode, he's not as emo anymore. Wonder if Gina is one of those tsundere types I keep hearing about. She definitely is. Gina's so tsundere. How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg! It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? Deduction time! Yeah! Logic and reasoning spectacular! Let's go! Top to the list she goes as waifu. The tsundere waifu. Sholmes' bluff game is obnoxious. Ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. Ooh. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. What? Why would he want to work there? Piece of paper in your hand is the staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Ooh. The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years! Sholmes Def enjoys seeing that pained expression. What do you make of this? What? Whose pained expression? Benedict? Times are hard for Benedict. Maybe he wants a gun to commit Humpty Dumpty! Humpty Dumpty! Contradiction is, of course, the missing ferrule? Ferrule? The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. Oh, the rubber thing on the end of the cane. Okay. I always learn so many words when I play this game. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of the stick to be utterly bare. Yeah, metal. Humpty Dumpty is a cute name for Harakiri. Oh no. Is that the British version? The British Harakiri? Humpty Dumpty. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. Yeah, those aren't his initials, AG. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle? Mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod... Oh? Oh, it's a... what? It's the broken handle of a shovel! Or is it a spade? The ladder versus stepladder thing all over again. Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. Oh, wait, is there like a dead body? What a calculated crime you've conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. Oh no, 5:12 a.m. Oh, yeah, at least it's Friday for you. That's good. Sounds similar to a case from the books. Well, I think this one's supposed to be based off of Hound from? What's the title? Hounds of Baskerville? Something Baskerville. This is utterly absurd! You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? Yeah, Hounds of Baskerville. Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Oh, Hound of the Baskervilles? Multiple. Say for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason. As you're only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. And your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. Wait, is he trying to... is he accusing him of trying to rob the bank? In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan! Spin. Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Remember, I used to have the volume 1 of a Sherlock Holmes compilation, and my sister had the second volume. That's cool. I had me too, I had this giant omnibus hardcover of all the Sherlock Holmes stories. It was huge. It's a great read. You can even find it for free nowadays online. Oh yeah, because Sherlock Holmes is public domain now, right? They should have waited so they could actually just call Herlock Sherlock without worrying about the copyright. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Oh yeah, they had that poster in the omnibus, or not, the bus of the Magnus case. Oh, hey, Taka! Hello! Welcome. Are you still on your school Wi-Fi, Taka? Considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank, the special reserve funds for the great exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Ooh, Edgar Allan Poe. That's really good. That's a really good read too. School Wi-Fi never stops disappointing. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. Okay, finally. Let's do this. Mr. Sholmes. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with... He's still emo! For a detective racked with loneliness, would you not agree? Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe is like retro emo. Indeed, though few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence. Well, you just spilled it. But you just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly, in fact. Ah. And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? Yo, did you catch Vienna's debut? I did, yeah! Yeah, the first half I was, like, lurking because I was finishing up on work, but I was able to chat during the second half. I wanted him to keep doing more music! I'm really looking forward to when he does more music streams. That'll be really fun. And plays ukulele. Sherlock Holmes is based on Conan Doyle's mentor, Dr. Joseph Bell. Oh, really? Whoa, I didn't know that was based on a real person. He even helped with Jack the Ripper's case. Reminded me of that South Park episode where the goths resurrect Edgar Allan Poe's ghost. I never saw that episode. That sounds hilarious. Yeah, ukulele collab again, maybe? Let's do it! There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly, it is because the man is a criminal! Yeah, I mean, with a name like Eggert Benedict, has to be a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said. What a throwback on South Park. Actually, yeah, where do you even watch South Park nowadays? Which, like, streaming service is that on? Because that was Comedy Central, I think. Is Comedy Central owned by... I don't know who they're owned by. Is it on Hulu? I think it was on Hulu. Because South Park isn't on Netflix, I don't think. Buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret. Oh, or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windibank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. Oh my life! I assure you I'm not so unscrupulous. Helping with Jack the Ripper's case is probably one of the worst flexes you can do considering the case went nowhere. Yeah, that's kind of true. South Park has its own official site and they let you watch it for free? Really? Wow, that's really cool of them. I'll have to look that up later. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape. I like how the default assumption is always just that, like, Sholmes made mistakes. Oh, you're back. Welcome back. Logic and reasoning spectacular. Watch the recent COVID episodes. Oh yeah, they did do like COVID specials. I didn't see it. I didn't watch them, but I saw like ads for it. That sounds like it would be really funny. I need to watch that. Okay, let's just skip to the reactions. Susato, the usual. The usual, yeah. Okay, staff recruitment flyer. So by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Logic. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. I recommend it. Honestly, I recommend South Park as a whole anyway. Yeah, South Park. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here, but funny story about South Park. I got my mom banned me from watching it as a kid because one time my brother liked watching it, and my brother's older, so he was allowed to watch it and stuff, but sometimes I would sneak down and watch it with him. And one episode, it just happened to be one where the kids were getting sex education from I forget if it was the parents or something, but anyway, they were just talking about, you know, how the birds and the bees work. And that was when I was still really young, and I didn't know. I didn't know how any of that worked. So I remember I went up to my mom and I was like, "Wait, is that true? They said that you put your the body parts and stuff." I was like, "Is that true?" And she was like, "Where did you learn that?" And I was like, "South Park." And that's how I was banned from watching TV for a year. Okay, Type. Welcome. You came at the perfect time for my South Park story. The stream died? I think the stream's still okay. Mom, is that true? How is that my fault? I mean, it wasn't technically my fault. Well, it was a little, because I wasn't technically supposed to watch it with my brother, because my brother was older, so he's allowed to watch it. But then I went downstairs to watch it with him, and my parents didn't know, so that was kind of my fault. Yes, the stream died for a bit. Ah, my connection should be okay today. I don't know what's happening. But yeah. That's what happened to me when I was a child. That's how that was my first experience with knowing with sex education, was South Park. I must have been 8 or something, or yeah, pretty young, so I had no idea. Same. I was banned from Simpsons and South Park. Somehow I'm allowed to watch most of Adult Swim shows like Family Guy and Robot Chicken. Simpsons was okay. Like, I would watch Simpsons every Sunday with my dad because my dad liked watching The Simpsons. So Simpsons was okay. Because, like, I don't think they swear or, like, Simpsons isn't that raunchy. Like, they're still pretty, they do social commentary, but they're still pretty safe, I feel like, for, like, TV. They're on prime time, so. Banned from watching SpongeBob because of the episode where Patrick and Bob fight. What? Banned of watching Ranma Half because we had no censure on TV, so boobies were there. Oh no. South Park has Ken and Yowie pairs, right? I had a friend in high school who really shipped what's that kid that kid with the blue hat? What was his name? But yeah, my friend shipped him and Kenny, I think. I think that was like a really popular ship for some reason. Where'd you watch the uncensored boobies of Ranma? That way you can avoid it? Yeah, sure, you're totally gonna avoid it. The game has, there's a game? A collectible yaoi art? That sounds like a South Park thing to do. Are Patrick and SpongeBob getting divorced? Yes, dear. Oh yeah, Craig! Yeah, it was Craig and one of the main characters. I don't remember who she shipped him with. I think it might have been Kenny. Stan? Oh yeah, I think it was yeah, maybe it was Craig X Stan, whatever their like ship name was. Craig. Oh wait, yeah, maybe it was Tweek. Craig and Tweek. Tweek's like the blonde kid, right? Tweek. Or wait, Tweek. No, Tweek isn't. Oh yeah. Yeah, Tweek is the blonde kid. I googled it really quickly because I couldn't remember what he looked like. Yeah, the coffee addict. Man, this is bringing back memories. I don't even know how we started talking about South Park, but that was interesting. Seen a doujin of those two? Yeah, it's like a weirdly, I don't know how it happened, but it became like a really popular ship for some reason, even though they're like pretty minor characters. My age is showing with these childhood shows. But South Park's not supposed to be a childhood show, as I learned. You going to play the game or what? I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. We had to have this South Park discussion. What brought the mysterious gentleman to Windibanks? South Park did a joke about Kanye and he knows about it. And ironically, just like in the episode, he doesn't get it. Oh, Kanye. Oh, yeah, so the South Park game had a yaoi collectible. Wait, what else is he looking at? Oh, wait, this thing? Oh, on the back. Examine. Fave South Park episode would be the Lord of the Rings themed episode. Oh, I think, yeah, I remember that. Return the Cursed Lord of the Rings video to the rental store. It's so funny. The fish sticks. Okay, we got a scribbled note. Huh? I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name Gina Lestrade. Height 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade. goodness! There's even a sketch of her, hat and all! That's kind of creepy. Oh no, it's his fanfic that he wrote. He's a stalker, he knows all the details about her. Oh hey, Vieno! Hi! How are you doing? Wait, Vieno, isn't it like late for you? You should be sleeping. After your debut and all. Wait, I'm gonna present. Oh, there we go. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. I'm rested and wanting to stop by for a bit. Well, thanks. Okay, I have to get things done, so bye. Okay, get some sleep. Must be, you were the UK one, right? So it must be like 5:30 for you. Go sleep or go start your day, I guess. Because it's morning. Pertain to the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery here. Ah! You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean... Here to Windibank's pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. Oh wait, we already went through all of this. I just like realized, but we need to get to the next thing. I was too distracted thinking about South Park. Ayana's stream do be giving raccoon eyes during these times. Yeah, I'm just making you guys into your best edgy selves. That moment when someone's accusation makes you peer away. Bit that makes a nice clacking sound on the pavement? Yes, exactly, and Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't, though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. Making me want to rewatch the entire South Park seasons. Well, if you do that and get to the episode with the sex education, just remember what happened to me. Fallen asleep in 2 streams. Oh no. Ayana wants us to turn into Tanuki. Initialing. Look here, Miss Susato. There's some letters on the handle. Ah yes, those must be initials, I think. AG. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names. So, Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean? That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously... Oh. AG? Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? Because it's not! Yunosuke! Use your brain! Is this a trial or are we interrogating? Because either way, it's flashy AF and I love it. It's, sort of it's like a deduction. Like, it's a new game mechanic they added for this game, where like Sherlock does a fancy deduction and then you have to like point out all the contradictions. But yeah, they have all these flashy animations. It's so fun. Don't want to watch. What if my mom shows up out of nowhere and punishes me for a year? Little Ayana got punished at this part. Ayana ghost? She's the killer? What? The contradictions of which I speak is, of course, the initialing. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Eggert Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in a most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree? No! You're wrong! This cane isn't! You said before that you'd had that cane for years. So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. Yeah, we caught Eggs Benedict red-handed. Ayana death explanation number 301. Exposure to sex ed too early. That wouldn't be a cause of death. When will they make a South Park VTuber episode? You know, I remember actually seeing on Twitter, like, someone made, like, a live 2D, like, base rig for people to use that they could customize that, into, like, a South Park character. So, there's probably some, like, South Park VTubers out there. Like, just for fun, at least. Oh, so Eggert isn't his real name? That's a shame. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? What's the truth behind the rod? It's only a matter of time until South Park parodies VTubing. Oh my god, that would be so crazy. So on board with that design for a VTuber. They're a VTuber South Park. No, there's just like someone on Twitter that made a live 2D rig that looks like a South Park character. He's really Dr. Eggman. Rod, you bear. Ayo. Yeah, pushing the BL narrative further with the Rod comment. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Miss Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name. And claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a written description. Which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Is the gentleman really the owner of... Okay, is there something on the... Oh! It's ripped. Oh, the seam on the shoulder there is coming apart. Look! So it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded a bit like a tiny growl. But now I think it was probably the sound of the seam ripping open. Did that happen? I didn't hear that earlier, if that actually happened. If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it at the front. If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. I was gonna say that VTubers based on existing characters are cool. I'm gonna use Sadako as an example. There's a Sadako YouTuber in costume. That sounds really funny. Eggs Benedict is being really nice, letting us look him over like this. Yeah, he's just standing still, letting us look at his body. So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? What? She's really giving this some thought. All right, let's present that. The split seam which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Ah! Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so baldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. Arrgh! This catalog of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Windibank. Ah! We got him. Arouse, you seychelles. No! Some sisters from visual novel that play their own game? That sounds very meta. Whoa. What game is that? But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. To abscond with a redeemed item. Solved! Alright, next one. Okay. Let's skip to the deduction. To steal this girl's tickets to the Backstreet Boys. He doesn't need to steal tickets to the Backstreet Boys. He's already in the Backstreet Boys. See? How else would he know those moves? Okay. Okay, here. Okay. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of tunneling into the sewers. Which is a pity because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Windibank would never allow you to redeem the article. Or looking at it another way. If you did know that word, Mr. Windibank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. Ooh, big brain. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? In this world, they would be the Front Street Lads. Front Street Lads. That's amazing. They're called the Misaki sisters, VTubers that play their own game from 10 years ago and cringe to themselves. That sounds really funny. I'll have to look that up later. How could you find out somebody else's watchword? Notelet? Look at this, Miss Susato. It appears to be a memo that Mr. Windibank has scribbled to himself. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor. Mr. Windibank must make a note of what the watchwords his customers give him right before their eyes. And in alarmingly clear script as well. That doesn't look alarmingly clear. That looks like gibberish. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see? Well, that was kinda obvious. The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Windibank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. This guy's just jealous his single "I want you to put cheese on my omelet" did not go platinum. What? What kind of single? If you want to see writing that looks absolutely insane, look up cursive Cyrillic. It's just squiggly lines. The master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Miss Lestrade. Master plan? Okay, this is just the same dialogue again. Final chapter. Skip. No idea what you're talking about. Okay, picture postcard. Okay, here we go. Articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Windibank isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo. Could we, really? I'd better have a thorough look through all the evidence we've collected so far. Wait. What? Oh. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Look at all the little bumps on the disc. They're so tiny. Yes, the protrusions are called pins, and they pluck the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood. Yes, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Eggert Benedict. When Miss Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pins scratched his fingers, it seems. Like when you're grating some daikon radish and accidentally catch your finger. Ow. Ouch, just thinking about it hurts and puts me off eating radish. Same. Oh, there's a... Every time with this game, you have to like flip things over. For McGilded? What, Willy Wonka? He comes back again? A scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name. It says McGilded! For McGilded. It couldn't be. But it is Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? Why is there a note? There's always a note. Always have to flip everything over in this game. That's what I learned. He lives. McGrill dead. You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know. What's that on the back? He didn't even know there was a note! It reads, for McGilded. Ah! This guy. Ah, Mr. Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. I knew it, he's still around. We never had a body, so he's probably still alive. A prominent man in London, though his loan-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? I have the same fashion sense, that's for sure. Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you've squeezed yourself into. Oh, it's McGilded's coat. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eggert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded! Yeah! Yes! Yeah, I can't get over the snapping and dramatic pointing. Yeah, I love it so much. The animations are so good. Yeah, their actions really reflect their emotions. Check the pockets for burgers. Can't get over the guy's name. Eggert Benedict. Well, well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances. Critical hit. Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Miss Susato. Well, according to what Mr. Windibank told us earlier, today was the final day on which the coat could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that's correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited. Well, today is 15th April, so 2 months ago today would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see. What? But that suggests... Yes, 15th February. It's precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. And 10:30 in the evening? It's precisely the time at which the terrible events were unfolding. Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However... Oh? What? What? I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. We're in danger. It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. Oh no, our only weakness, gun. Hand over the disc? Absolutely not. Wait, which one do I choose? Which one will make me not get shot? Hand over the disc. I want the disc. Absolutely not. Absolutely not what? This is when we pick the third option of pulling out our gun. Yeah, where's our gun? We don't have a gun. Hand it over. Yeah, hand it over. Do you really want to get killed by a Backstreet Boy? He could shoot me at any moment. Do it. I dare you. I hate to give in, but what other choice do I really have here? What? That voice? What the? I'm surprised it took this long for someone to pull out a gun. This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. You have a gun. Use your gun to shoot him. Wait. First time I've seen an Ace Attorney villain straight up threaten you. Yeah. Mr. Windibank, no! Alright, that's enough. Gregson! Inspector Gregson! Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. As fast as we could. I can't read. Now, what's all this about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment. He's already done that like 5 times. Dude, put the gun down. It would seem you have the upper hand. Yeah, Von Karma used a taser. But that didn't kill him though, so... Right, you lot have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy. Petty? Mr. Windibank very nearly met with his end. Yeah, by his own gun as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And the whole of Britain could meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. It will, I'm sure it will. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. Wait, did we get to keep the disc? Oh, what? What just happened? What? What the hell? He just like ballet pranced away. Oh, welcome back, Type. Oh my god, the stream keeps dying. Ah! He just used his stand. He danced away. Backstreet spin. Try spinning, it's a good trick. There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. He didn't even spin towards the exit though. He spun towards the back of the shop. He didn't even spin towards the door. Fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Oh, okay. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mournin'. Oh, yes? I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. Wait, no. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. It's probably important. I don't want to hand it over. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is, mine. Yeah, how advanced is this version of the UK that they have emergency panic buttons already? Yeah, how would that even work? Anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now. Did he just put the fish and chips into his coat? Probably. Yeah, he definitely smells like fish. Oh, I like this background music for this part. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. Poor Gene Bean. It's all yours, Inspector. Grr. And so we handed Mr. McGilda's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. To be continued. Alright, we reached the end! Wow, that was long! But for the final case, that makes sense. Wait. Nope, wait. Back to title. Back to... Back... No, wait. I always do this. Yeah, this is the final trial. Oh yeah, because you haven't played it yet, so spoilers. Oh no. Oh, whoa. The background changed. It's not the courtroom anymore, where the background art changed for the title menu. But yeah. Don't spoil yourself, Bieno. This is just the beginning though, so I don't think there's any big spoilers or anything. Didn't even feel it because of the homework. There's a dancer that loves eggs on the run, and Ayana fell in love for him. Yeah, this must be Baker Street. That's so cool. It should have changed with, it should have changed after the first case, because that's when we went to London. Background art is always the same art you leave off on? Oh, have I just always ended in the courtroom and that's why it was the courtroom? That's so interesting. But yeah, cool. Final case. Yeah, this one's definitely gonna be a long one, I think, because we only... Is there even a case yet? Like, we solved the pickpocketing thing, sort of, but we haven't even actually gotten, like, a case, like, to solve for a trial yet. So, like, this whole 3-hour first chapter was just, like, a lot of exposition, I guess. But it's really fun, though. We're outside, time to touch some grass. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's technically, like, a McGilded case, I guess. Yeah, I knew he would come back. I don't know if... I feel like he might still be alive, because they never showed his body or anything. They just said, like, oh yeah, by the way, he died in a fire. Probably gonna solve the burning in the courthouse. Yeah. Yeah, we'll need to solve whether or not McGilded actually died. Ace Attorney do like to talk in its final trials. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a very, obviously, like, heavily dialogue-based game, so that makes sense. Yunosuke is more Sherlock than an attorney. Yeah! Why is he even trying to be a lawyer? Well, I guess because of Kazuma. Kazuma should be the lawyer! This case has been known to go on for quite a few hours. Yeah, definitely we'll be splitting this one up into a lot of streams. We'll see how long this takes, because I was thinking it would take me, like, probably 1 more month of playing it, maybe, but it might even be longer if the trial's really long. Shout out to the 3rd game having the longest investigation I've ever done. Yeah, the 3rd game was super long. No, he died, like, really? Oh, you spoiled yourself? Well, and now you spoiled it for me, too. No, that's okay. That makes sense, so, yeah. I kind of don't want him to come back. I want Kazuma to come back first. But yeah, alright, that's it for today. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching. That was really fun, and we went off on, like, a really strange South Park tangent. Why you spoil us? Oh no. But yeah. we'll be doing the Baka Mitai punishment, singing it 10 times in a row on Sunday. And then if we have time left over, I'll do the Metal Gear Rising DLC. But if not, then I'll just... Yeah, we'll see how like I feel after singing, because I might get really tired and then not be able to keep going. But if I still have the energy, then we'll do the DLC. But yeah. Otherwise, I'll do it next week for sure. It's not an Ayana stream without some weird tangent. Yeah, you should totally play this Vienno. This should be on your next like stream schedule. Case is about 9 hours. Wow. So long. Need to look for Kanye's interview where he shows he doesn't get the joke of South Park. Okay. Maybe link it in the Discord if you find it or something. That sounds really funny. Hey, good idea. Yay, yeah, do it. I'll come watch. Oh my gosh, Daw, you're back. You woke back up. Welcome back. I'm just about to end though, but yeah. So I'll be back on Sunday. I'll post schedule and stuff. Should start at 8 again though, but yeah. Make sure you check the time zones and stuff for daylight savings time, because I know that like is messing people up. Just need to buy the game. Yeah. You can get it on Steam for like cheaper, because I got it on my Switch and it was like $10 more expensive and I was so mad.